Welcome to Look to the Moon podcast, bringing together two friends with stories that need sharing. Join us, Jodie and Nicole, as we navigate life after loss, discussing topics around birth, trauma and baby loss, and providing a safe space for others to share their stories.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 18 of Look to the Moon podcast. I'm here with Jodie.
Hi.
How are you?
Not too bad.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
It's been a very long time actually.
Yeah, from episode 17 when we interviewed Cara.
Yeah,
It was a couple of months ago. Yeah, it's got to be a good number of weeks since we've sat down and
definitely
actually podcasted for a long time.
We've got a lot to catch up on.
We have. Yeah.
So we thought we'd just do a little catch up really on this one.
Yeah.
Because, like we say, we haven't recorded for a while. Life, busy, work, children, stress,
all of the above.
Holidays,
yeah,
etc. So yeah, we'll just have a little catch up on this episode and then see where we're both up to and go from there.
And see where the podcast is up to as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because we have said we'll talk about that a little bit, which is exciting. So how are you? How have you been?
Not too bad. It's just I found work is. I did my last event a week or so ago for the summer because we're obviously corporate, so we don't do anything over the summer holidays. So it's quite nice to have a little bit of breathing room from work in terms of being actually on site for anything. So that was my sort of end point of the summer, which I ran a golf day. Oh. I know nothing about golf.
Different.
Yeah, the association's always done a golf day.
Yeah.
And it's always been some man in the association that plays golf that runs the golf day.
Yeah. And
there was a load of politics behind it, which I won't bore you with, but it ended up being my problem this year. And I actually had a wonderful day. Don't play golf. No. I had a great time, and we moved it to a different course and we sold out and everyone really enjoyed it. The sun was shining. I stole a golf buggy.
Great. And
managed to bomb around a very, very nice golf course for most of the day. I got sunburnt, even though it's died down a little bit. Good food, good company, like you say. The merit of a good event is if everyone else enjoys it, you've done your job well.
Yeah.
So
it's good if you had a sellout on the event as well.
Yeah. So it was really good considering there was a lot of politics behind moving it and sort of having head office run it with the help of some of the members, of course. But it was really, really good fun. And that was sort of my last event before the summer. And so work's died down. Still in the same house. You can see boxes around you, everybody. This is why. And we've makeshift a table.
Makeshift table with a cardboard box.
But
how we doing?
Yeah. Well, it's not exactly. We're not in a plush studio with comfy chairs.
I looked at
hiring a podcast studio.
Yeah, there's one in Congleton in that new. I don't know what it's called, but there's a new space. It's bloody expensive.
How much was it?
Well, I can't remember exactly. It was a while ago. A lot. Dead posh, but Jesus, you're paying for it.
Well, yeah. If your podcast makes money, which this one doesn't.
Maybe in a few years, you never know, we'll be in that posh room.
maybe. If anyone wants to sponsor us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is expensive. But yeah, makeshift. So nothing's happening with the house at the moment. We're still trying to sell this house, which fingers crossed, hopefully tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the day.
Tomorrow's the day.
Positive vibes.
Yeah, positive vibes. Manifesting.
Yeah,
manifesting a buyer for our house. So. But that's it really. We have booked a holiday.
Oh, have you?
We have booked a holiday.
You told me that off podcast.
Oh, not?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Well, mate, obviously wasn't listening if you did.
Oh, maybe not.
No,
maybe not.
You've told me that. I think I remember that.
Yeah, so we tend to go away with my mum and dad once a year. What we were doing pre-baby, we used to get a house in Wales or something, like an Airbnb or something like that, and invite my brother along. We did that the first year that Bonnie was around, and we went to Wales. And then last year we went abroad for the first time. So she was about 18 months old. And if you remember, we did a podcast episode after it with basically how I just, especially on the journey home, had like a full breakdown because I was hormonal and due on, and how that was quite tough, and I had literally a meltdown in the middle of in the middle of the airport. So she's older now, and I'm not saying she's going to be easier because she's still at the age where you shouldn't really travel with a toddler.
Wow.
But I saw your post about, so glad we didn't travel between 2.5 and 4.
I know,
and I was like,
but
yeah,
it's hard. It is hard work travelling. But once
at
you've
any
got
age,
two, they have their own seat, which is massive difference.
Yeah. So Bonnie's got her own seat this time, so we've booked to go in October. So it'll be actually 12 months since we've been on holiday since the last time. So she'll be obviously 12 months older. But it's my mum and dad's 40th wedding anniversary. Yeah. When we're out there, and then so we're going on holiday. We're going to Corfu.
Nice.
And my brother and his fiance are also coming, which will be nice. So there's 7 of us, including Bon, going out. It'll be interesting. Like you say, she's got her own seat on the plane. My brother and his partner aren't on the flight going. They're on a later flight.
Right.
So, but on the flight home, we're all on it. So it'll be easier to bounce around. Yeah.
Like, don't go sit with your grandma.
Yeah. Well, she did last time. She's like, I'm not sitting with you. I'm sitting with Nana. So, So that'll be nice. So it's a bit further than we went last time. So it was like 2.5 hours, because we went to, I think, Mallorca or Menorca or something like that, and we're going to Corfu this time, but that is the closest Greek island. So like some of the Greek islands are like 4.5 hours, where Corfu's only 3:20.
Okay.
Because it's so widespread. So that was the method behind our madness, is that we particularly like Greece. We got engaged in Greece. We do sort of like the Greek way of life. Oh God, knocking everything over.
Oh, yes.
So that's our update. But you've just been on holiday.
I was just going to say, well, following your thing about holidays, we've actually just been on our first holiday.
Yep. How did that go?
Since 2-year-old, because we had a horrific experience. Well, no, she was a week or two before her second birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the last abroad holiday that we ever went on was with Lila just before she was 2, and when I was like 20 weeks pregnant with Luna. Oh my God, it couldn't have ended any worse. It was horrific, to the point that we chose not to go away again. It was obviously worsened by only a few weeks later was when we lost Luna. So the stress of the holiday, it was just, the holiday was lovely, we had a great time, but the flight home was delayed. When you've got a 2-year-old and you're 20 weeks pregnant in a hot country, don't do travel. I get travel sick anyway. It was just awful. What they called airline that we were flying with weren't very good. Didn't keep you updated on like the delays. We were in the airport for like 6 hours, like we were trying to entertain a just under 2-year-old.
I can relate now.
Yeah.
I couldn't relate back then.
No.
Because
it was an absolute nightmare.
Bonnie had only just been born after you'd had this like nightmare travel, and now I put myself in that position, in your position. I'm thinking, this sounds horrendous. I feel your pain more now than I did back then.
And we like loved holidays. We went on holiday several times with Lila when she was younger, and she was great. When she was like a baby, and you can give them a bottle and they go to sleep in your arm, and it's wonderful on the flight, that is. But this holiday, she's nearly 2. She's a toddler. She doesn't want to sit still. She certainly doesn't want to be sat on your knee pinned to a chair while you're on your takeoff and your landing. Along with being pregnant and a bump and being tired and grumpy because we were delayed, and then being sick from the travel and the journey. I was being like travel sick, and it was just awful. It absolutely nearly killed us off. And then I got unwell, and then we lost Luna. So I related that holiday to like the start of our journey with Luna. So we've never been brave enough to go on holiday again until last week.
Yeah. And how did it go?
Yeah, week or two.
Yeah, a week or so ago.
So we decided to wait. Obviously, after we lost Luna, both myself and Richard struggled with our mental health, and going on holiday in a flight, that would have just completely exacerbated that. So now, we're 2.5 years down the line, we felt, right, come on, we can do it, we can go on holiday, we deserve a holiday, and we did. And it was brilliant. It was great.
That's great.
It
was.
Good. We just, we really thought about it and like tried to put things in place just to make the journey, because it was a journey that was a problem. Like the holiday when you're there, obviously it's great. You've unlimited food and drink, pool and so on. Like what?
Well, you try to mitigate the risks of things going wrong, or you being in a situation where it's harder rather than easier.
Exactly. Yeah. So we chose a different airline to fly with because we just found that they weren't very good last time. We tried to do private transfers, so we didn't have to go on the minibus, where it drops everyone off at their holiday, hotel first. So we did a private transfer, which just was like really quick, 30-minute journey, stress free. And yeah, it was completely different to our last holiday, so it was really good actually. We all had a lovely time. Lila had a wonderful time. She thought it was the best thing ever and didn't want to come home. So we're back on liking holidays again now.
Amazing.
Which is good. So yeah, don't let me put you off though, like by saying, because Bonnie's going to have her own seat.
She is going to have her own seat.
All I can say is pack a bag, just be prepared. It's what we were. We packed Lila a little, like a backpack, and we did colouring, we did scratch art stuff. She had her iPad that she plays games and downloaded films on it, snacks galore. You can take food through security, you obviously just can't take a drink until after your security. So I just took her empty bottle in the bag. Then when we got through the airport, it has like water fountains. I'll just buy a bottle of water and tipped it into her cup.
Is it just under 2 you're allowed to take fluids with you?
Yeah, for the milk and stuff.
But so if you're over 2, you can't take milk?
I'm guessing not, because me being a bit stupid, she did have some water in her water bottle on the way out. And when I say a little, it was literally like this much. I'm saying that. Oh yeah, you can see because we're recording. Like, this much. Probably maybe was about 100 mils. And they made me get rid of it. But previously with Lila, when she was under 2...
Yeah, but if you took milk in a bottle... Not that I probably would take milk.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're not going to stop you, because how do they know which child's with you as well?
I don't know,
Because I remember...
on their website somewhere, you could look into it. But yeah.
Because if they're still on milk, like, you could be breastfeed, it could be breast milk, for all they know.
Yeah, but I don't know if they'd let you take it or not. I don't know.
I think they have to, don't they, if it's milk.
When we did take Lila when she was just under 2... I didn't take any milk because she was on cow's milk then, so I didn't take any milk with me. Then when we got through security, I ordered just like from Costa or whatever, a warm milk and tipped that into a bottle to take on the plane. So I didn't. So
I took milk. I took milk last year. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I took milk.
Well, maybe they do then if it's a baby's bottle, because like you say, you've got to feed your baby, haven't you, or your toddler or whatever.
Sure I did.
But yeah, this time they made, even though it was just water in her water bottle, and like I say, it was like 100 ml if that.
Crazy.
They took it away and went and tipped it away so we could carry on through security. That was a bit daft really, isn't it? But never mind.
Never mind.
Rules are rules and all that, not there to break them, are we?
Well.
Jamie's obviously going to break them.
Oh, well, I'll try. Try and push the limits where possible.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all I can say. Travelling with a toddler or a child, be prepared. Pack a bag, snacks, activities. And then like when we were on the plane, we just explained about like the seatbelt and showed her like the light and said that she has to have a seatbelt on when the light's on, and then when it comes off she knew that she could take it off. And let her like just order some food and snacks because that was like exciting for her to pick something. Although she was very impatient, she was looking, stood up on a chair going, "That lady, hurry up!" But we were only about 4 rows back from the front.
Oh god!
But she wasn't quick enough for her.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, she was really good. Like obviously she had moments because she was tired and stuff, but a few little moments here and there was nothing compared to the last time when she screamed the whole flight, 4.5 hour flight. So it was complete different.
But you went closer. You only went to Benidorm.
Yeah, so we only did 2.5 hours. It's like,
which was the method in your madness.
It was, yeah. Whereas our previous one was like 4.5 hours because that was 40 insurer. So we thought we'd go close to trial it first, and then as we get braver we'll venture a bit further.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was lovely and it was nice to actually do it
and have a break,
go smooth and go to plan. And yeah,
is it sort of rid you of some of the anxiety around going on holiday and travelling a bit now?
Yeah, definitely. And I think like some of the anxiety was like we were probably creating it and making it worse, but that's
what anxiety is, though, isn't it?
That was just because of the experience that
past
we had
experience,
last time.
yeah.
So that's why we just tried to like minimise everything that we could, try and give ourselves plenty of time, like to get through security, and like doing luggage and stuff, and then we went to like the lounge as well, just because it was quieter and not like as busy, and because it's just hectic in every airport you ever go into.
Yeah. It's never quiet in an airport.
So yeah, I wasn't up for like fighting for a table at Burger King or whatever. So we just went to the airport lounge just so Lila could then have whatever she wanted to eat and drink. We had a drink and something to eat ready to get on the plane, and we could just relax.
How long do you have in the lounge? I always find that by the time you get through security, there's not a lot of time to enjoy it.
Because they do it differently now. They do it like in 1 hour or 3 hour stints. So we just booked an hour, but she did give us she rounded it, she gave us an extra 15-20 minutes basically.
Right.
So we were in there for about an hour and 20 minutes, paid for an hour.
And how far in advance did you get to the airport?
Oh God, I don't know. I think our flight was at 7 and we probably got there for about 4:30 maybe.
So 3 hours.
Yeah.
2.5, 3 hours before.
2.5. So then we give ourselves like half an hour to get through your baggage and security, but that was actually really quick, especially from Manchester Airport. It's like straight through.
I know they are changing it, aren't they? In a way, you don't take your electricals out in some terminals.
Yeah, they've got all fancy new machines now.
Yeah. What terminal did you go from? Do you remember?
2. The new one. Newer one.
Newish one.
New body scanners as well now.
Oh, right.
Just on there like this. When they go, I got
beeped.
Yeah.
Because you look suspicious.
Obviously. It's normally Richard, because he normally dresses in all black with like black, like Roadman.
Here comes the uniform.
No, we did get scanned. We had to scan his shoes. We have these shoe scanners that you put your foot on and it checks like your sole for drugs.
Is it because he had a thick sole trainer on?
Probably, yeah.
What's he hiding in those massive shoes?
Yeah, nothing. So he got his shoes scanned and I got zapped by the lady. Patting you like, oh, between your legs. Patting
you down.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fine. Very quick. So yeah, so we were only in the lounge for like an hour, but it was just enough time really. Had a look through. What's that big shop called? Duty Free, there, which isn't very cheap anymore.
No.
No.
Nothing's cheap anymore.
No, I remember when we used to go on holiday, like with my parents. It used to be great going in duty free.
Well, that was it, wasn't it? It was like everything was dead cheap. Yeah. I was at Pizza Express the other day, and I basically met my mother-in-law for something to eat because she was at work and at her lunch hour and I was in town.
Your mother-in-law?
My mother-in-law.
I was going to say, who's your brother-in-law? You don't have a brother. Your mother-in-law.
Right. Yeah, my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And we were in Pizza Express and I had like one of the special pizzas that was like for their 60th anniversary or something.
Alright.
And it was like 20 quid.
For a pizza?
Yeah.
Like
it was
Domino's prices.
Yeah, well it was very nice, don't get me wrong. But then we were both like, oh, $9.99 for a pizza. But I was like, it's actually not too bad, to be fair. But we were talking about how everything has gone up in price. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah.
Except wages.
Yeah, that's funny.
Everything, everything else, bills, everything has gone up in price, but your wages aren't there to match the inflation.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't turn this podcast into a political
one.
Oh
no, I don't do politics.
Don't do politics.
Don't do politics. I don't follow it. I don't understand it.
You're not a Trump supporter then?
Oh God, no, I just don't care enough. Well, my opinion's not going to change it, is it? So that's why I'm just like, I'm not bothered.
We've got bigger problems.
Yeah.
Bigger worries and bigger problems.
Yeah.
But so duty free, sorry, you're in duty free and everything was really expensive.
Really expensive, so we didn't buy anything anyway. I just like having a square perfume.
Yeah.
Do you do that? Do you go up through and be like, oh.
No, I'm very much like, I need to get to the gate.
Oh yeah.
So I'm a charger.
First person at the gate.
No. So I like to be in the vicinity of the gate.
Ready.
I'm not one to be like, I'm getting on this plane first.
Yeah, no,
reminds me of the Michael McIntyre joke where he was like, the plane won't leave without us. but the plane won't leave. But it will.
Yeah, it will.
So yeah, I am certainly not one to be stood at the front of the queue, but I'm I'm like a screen watcher, as in when the gate comes up.
I ain't running to my gate.
No, we don't run, but I like to know.
In the last 5 minutes, I'm like you, I like to be
in the vicinity. Yeah.
If you're calling me last call, I ain't running, I'm missing the flight. I don't run anywhere. So I certainly ain't running all the way down Manchester Airport to get to my gate. I just like, go round me.
Yeah, so I think the last few times I've flown, and I'm trying to think of what terminal in Manchester it was, but the duty, like the perfume bit of like the duty free, like you walk through it to get to everything else.
Yeah, you have to go through it, don't you?
Yeah. So I don't stop and browse. Like if it was the duty free was within all of the other bits and pieces, I'd probably stop and browse. But because I just want to get where I need to be, I just walk through.
Yeah. No, I get that. And I'm so sorry if anyone that's listening to this works in duty free, but you're really annoying when you stand there like, do you want to smell my perfume? They're wafting it in your face and you just want to get through.
Like, no thanks.
No, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah.
And you hit about 4 different people on you. I'm thinking I've been sprayed with 4 different things and I smell awful now.
Oh, but no. I used to buy like perfumes in duty free, but saying that, Richard did buy an aftershave on the aeroplane on like the tax free or whatever they call it on the aeroplane. But I was looking at the prices and I'm not paying that. I remember when I used to pay like 30 quid for that and now it's 50, 60 quid.
Yeah.
Such a tight
I'm a tight
We're so old. Sound dead old, don't we?
Yeah, we are old. Back in my day, during the war.
Oh God.
No, I'm like that. I'd be like, I'd rather go without.
Yeah.
Like, how much you pay for
I've
that
got
now?
perfume at home. Yeah. Next perfume for a tenner.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm still on that Britney Spears
perfume.
That's like, it's actually really good perfume, to be fair. It is like a tenner now. When it first came out.
Like in Superdrug kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm such a tight ass.
I'm a tight ass.
If you buy it me, thanks, it's great. But if I have to buy it myself, no.
I'm not. I don't do brands or anything. The only brand I buy into is Skechers. For my trainers.
Oh, comfort.
Comfort, that's it.
Comfort, yeah. We're out of high heels. I don't think I've ever wore high heels, actually. Do you know, the high heels that I wore, was it for your wedding or Sophie's wedding? I just sold on Vinted for £3.
Oh, you're in the money.
Oh, fucking loaded me, raking it in.
Well, I've now got to a point where, like, there's certain things that I don't wear anymore. It's like I've got some maternity stuff, actually.
Yeah, I kept hold of mine. I can't get rid of it.
Can you not?
No.
Well, to be fair, I didn't buy a lot.
Yeah, no, I didn't buy a lot.
Because I was in, like, stretchy pants and stuff anyway.
Your jumpers and things like that.
Yeah, I bought a jumpsuit that I can absolutely not get away with wearing again because it is so big. And it's, like, baggy around the belly, obviously. And then I bought a jumper that was supposed.
The black one that you wore when we went to spa when you were pregnant. Oh, I liked that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got that, and I've also got another maternity dress which I've never tried on post having a baby bump.
Yeah.
And I wore that. I was in that when I was like 8.5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
So I filled that. So I've got like a couple of bits that I'm like, I can't even be arsed selling it.
No, yeah.
So do I just donate it, give it to a friend?
Yeah.
You know, I just give it away.
Though, isn't it? So like Vinted and all this, it's great. But so much effort taking
for £3.
Upload for £3 bloody quid.
Yeah. Might as well donate it.
Yeah, alright, I'll do that then next.
Well, I've got a bag of stuff that I need to take to the charity shop, so I'm just I can't do that
so often. Or you know, them ones that they bloody post for your letterbox every day.
Yeah.
I did one of them not long ago and got rid of a few things.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've kept all my maternity stuff just because you just never know, do you?
No, you just never know. You just never know.
Yeah, it's probably, you know, in a few years I'll be like, right, it's time to get rid of that.
Yeah.
I'll probably still wear it, actually.
Well, I had this thing about Bonnie's stuff.
Yeah. Well, because, you keep it?
Yeah, so it was like, we'd made the decision, well, we'd pretty much made the decision before Bonnie was born, that we weren't going to have any more.
Yeah.
And then everything happened that we were like, right, well, that's cemented that. We like, I'll have a high risk pregnancy. Sure. I'd end up having to have a C-section again. You know, I'd have quite a medical based pregnancy and birth. And it's very unlikely that what happened to us when Bonnie was born would happen again.
Yeah.
But the trauma just put us off for life. And like I say, we were already leaning that way anyway, pretty much. But then when it came to when she grew out of stuff, or she had items that she grew out of, like she had like a little chair that used to swing, and like she's like got a play mat, and there's like you say, as they grow older, because they grow so quickly as well, that you know a lot of the stuff that you buy is obsolete in a few months' time. It was more the clothes that I felt this, that I was like, am I making the wrong decision? Because this is quite final. Like if I have another child, I need to keep all this stuff. And then I was like, no, don't question your decision, Jodie, because you know the decision you've made and the reasons why you've made it. But that was the one time that made me pause. That I was like, should I be giving all this away? It feels quite final. Even though I'd already made the mental decision.
But that's it was cementing it then, isn't
it was like tangible. It was a tangible sort of gesture to go, not having any more children. Give it all away. It was more of a permanent physical thing, that I've struggled with. So like maternity stuff, I'm almost like it's actually too good to chuck away. So I donate it, and then I'm like, but it's actually too good to donate. Oh, that's going to sound awful,
doesn't it? You have to wear it, you know. Rock out your maternity gear.
Oh God, no. Drown me now, probably.
Have it altered. Probably cost you more than it cost to buy it though.
Yeah, true.
Have it altered to fit you.
Oh God, we are old. Where's this podcast gone?
Oh no. Anyway, back to it.
Back to the podcast. Well, we did do a little bit of an update, actually, on the podcast.
Yes.
You know, because we're rolling round now to coming up for a year. Ain't that frightening?
Yeah.
You know
how fast time goes. A year ago, we decided we were going to do this.
Yeah, and like we've not gone viral. We're not. Well, we are worldwide. We do get listeners worldwide, but we're not. You know, we're not setting the world on fire with the podcast. However, it has gained some traction.
Yeah.
And you know, I do a lot of tracking of the statistics.
That was very clever. She was just showing me, and I was like, "Whoa, how have you done that?"
It was just for anyone out there. It was just a spreadsheet.
Just a spreadsheet, but I am not computer literate at all.
It was just a spreadsheet, guys. That's all it was. But we have gained some traction. We've interviewed a lot of lovely women, and we're not restricted to women, but it has all been women.
It has, yeah.
At this point, that you know have really, really touched us and touched others that have listened, and we're sort of growing slowly, but a very small community of our own. And I emailed Kira, if you remember, our Irish lady friend, who told us all about her son Luca. I touched base with her a week or so ago, just over email, just to check in and see how she was doing, and she let me know that she'd connected with Cara, who was in episode 16 and 17, Lachlan's mummy. So we were getting confused at one point because it's Kira, Cara, Lachlan, Luca, and then we've got Claire as well, who we've interviewed. It was all the C's.
And then we've got Lila, Luna.
All
the kids are L's and all the mummies are C's.
Yeah, so, but that was lovely.
Yeah,
that
that's nice.
She let us know that she's managed to connect, and she said, because of you, you know, because of the podcast, and that's lovely, because even if, you know, we provide some support, but then they're connecting with others that continue supporting each other. That's what we're here for. And, you know, we're coming up for a year, as we've said, and we'll officially go into season 2, because we've got quite a good list of things coming up. So we did some outreach recently to various charities. A lot of the charities you'll probably know, like Tommy's and Bliss and Petals, Aching Arms, which you've had some dealing with, haven't you?
Yeah, we've actually used that charity after we lost Luna. I think probably, you know, just when you're searching the web for any help that you can get out there, and I came across Aching Arms probably on Facebook, I think. And it's a charity that you can request or send the most gorgeous little teddy bears. If obviously you're a bereaved parent or bereaved family, you can request to receive a bear, and it then has the name of the baby that has been donated in memory of. And you can also donate a bear in memory of your baby that you've lost. So I've done both. So I've received a bear through Aching Arms, and it sits on Luna's shelf with her ashes and all her other little bits. And then I've also donated a bear in Luna's name. So, and then there is like a Facebook page that if people want to share that they've received a bear with the baby's name on, you can. So far, whoever's received Luna's bear hasn't shared, because I always look like just to see, because it's just nice knowing that like you've helped comfort and support somebody else. But yeah, it's a lovely charity and such a lovely idea. But yeah, they were helpful to me, and you know they help a lot of other people as well. So yeah, it was nice. They got back to us.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so the outreach that we did was to basically, you know, tell the charities what we're doing, what our incentives are, and what the meaning behind the podcast is. You know, we started this podcast, one, to help each other, and two, to help others, and hopefully for other people to find comfort. So the idea behind reaching out to these charities was, you know, if they can share it with their community, if there's anybody that wants to, one, to listen, to try and find comfort, or two, that actually want to share their stories, and they want to find their voice, and have a platform where they can share their stories. So we had so many responses back from the outreach that we did. We appreciate every single one of the responses that were received, and some charities for understandable reasons cannot promote the podcast. They've shared internally with their teams, or you know, they've shared it with like face to face in the communities and things, which we're very, very grateful for. We've had a few of the charities that have come back, most notably the Twins Trust, who have come back, and they've shared the podcast with their community and their bereavement community. And there's quite a number of families that are interested in collaborating with us and being interviewed, which is great that they feel comfortable enough, you know, to share their stories. So that's going to be probably featured in season 2, where we're going to do some episodes partnered with the Twins Trust, which will be a different tact, I suppose, because we've actually not interviewed anyone that's gone through either a twin loss or the loss of one twin and having a surviving twin and the emotions that come along with that. We have had a lady who I won't name because she's not ready to share her story as of yet, that is navigating just that, where she had twin pregnancy, and has one surviving twin, and tragically lost her other twin post-birth. So it still surprises me, one, how common loss is at whatever stage, and like two, how little it is spoken about, but also how every person's story is so different. You know, there's always similarities, there's shared emotions, there's shared experiences, but it seems like the course of events, the outcomes, the experiences that have happened,
so different and varied, aren't they?
Yeah, because we've had, I think the one story that did touch us was Kira's story, because it seemed to be a joining of our stories, but everyone has had such different circumstances around their loss or their trauma. We've also, which is quite exciting, connected with Bliss, who want us as individuals to share our story on their page. So we are trying to do a little bit more collaboration and getting the name of the podcast out there and becoming a little bit more well known for a go-to, I suppose, for support and, like you say, a platform. Interestingly, when I was at that golf day, I was pretty much all day, I was the only lady there. As you can imagine, I had about 80 blokes playing golf. But this is where, you know, these sort of relationships and things come from. Like, I was speaking, and it's a chap I've known for a while. He runs a business with his dad, so I've known his dad a long time, and we got to talking, and I didn't know this until I spoke to him about it, because his wife is just found out she's pregnant, and he requested a later tea time off golf because this year was having a scam. So I got onto the subject with him and said, oh, you know, congratulations, you know, it's not your first one, because I knew that you had another child, and I said, how far along is your wife? And, you know, we got into those sort of conversations, and he actually told me that this is actually their third pregnancy, because they had lost a child at around 16, 17 weeks pregnant. So his wife had to give birth, and, you know, it was there was various issues that they discovered around the pregnancy. I won't go into too much information because he's told me to reach out to him. And he'd pass it on to his wife, because they've both done things for other charities. And like, I think she sat on a panel with like other bereaved parents, and they're doing some work for some charities as well. So that was at a golf day at work, you know.
And like, say, someone you've known for a while, but then you actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't know this person very well, but I know him enough to have this sort of conversation with him, you know. And you know, I shared a little bit about my story, your story, and the reason we started the podcast, and he was like, oh, absolutely, like, send me the link to it, I'll pass it on to my wife, because I even said to him, I was like, look, you know, we're not limited to interviewing women. And like I say, he's lovely and he's very open, and it could be that we get him on as a couple. You never know.
If nice to get a man on, you know, just to see it from the different perspective, from like a man's perspective rather than the woman's, because obviously the pregnancy and the labour and everything is very much female dominant, but actually the loss is it's his baby, or, you know, whoever's their baby loss, as well as the female side of it. So but obviously the care and the aftercare is very much focused always on the woman. So it would be interesting to have a man on, if there's listeners out there.
You know, and I think a lot of men, like, I know my husband, his stance is very much like, yeah, but you're the one that went through it. And I'm like, yeah, but you saw me go through it.
And watch us go through it.
And
watch two people go through it.
And, you know, so I was very much like, I didn't care about myself at the time. Like, you know, when you look back, you think, that actually happened to me. Like, that trauma and that damage was inflicted on me, you know, and I went through that labour and that you know, that painful surgery and all the aftercare and aftermath and everything. But then you don't, you know, in the moment, you're like, I don't really care. Like, as long as your baby is looked after, you know, you go, off you go, you know, forget about me. So in that moment, singularly as a mother, you actually only care about one person. Or two people if you're having a multiple pregnancy, perhaps. But I think you take yourself out of it, the equation, where your partner or your husband or whoever it might be has multiple people to worry about. They're not just worried about your child or children,
they're
worrying about you as well. So psychologically, it can do a huge amount of damage because they also have a different perspective on what happens and what they see. And I'll touch on that a little bit in the next episode. Because that's a topic of conversation that I've actually had with my husband about perspectives and, sort of filling in the blanks for me. So it became very clear that he had a different view or different feelings in certain situations. Like I say, because he had two people to worry about.
Oh, no, it'd be good. What to say? Come on, boys. Richard and Steve.
Oh, I don't know whether Steve would go on.
No, Richard would probably.
Do you reckon he would?
I reckon. I'll ask him later.
Do you think he would?
I think he would because of where we're at now.
Yes,
so I asked him, like
12 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So because and again, like Jodie says, our next episode is gonna touch upon mental health and what stage we're both at and where we're at. But because of the stage that me and Richard are at now in our journey, I think he might be more open about talking.
You'd ask.
I'll ask.
Ask him.
Yeah. It's worth an answer.
Lead the way.
Yeah. I'll just have a conversation and press record on my phone and not tell him.
Turn around.
No, I can't do that, can I?
Covert recording. I'm not sure whether that would go down.
No, I'll ask him, obviously, yeah.
But the message we're trying to send is that we're open to everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we're getting to a point now which is amazing where people are coming to us, that they've listened and they've said, look, I've got a story to tell, or I have got a story to tell, but I'm not ready. So, but I want to introduce myself. And even if that's the case, if you're not ready,
we can support
we're here.
In the background as well.
We're here. And, obviously life does get in the way, but we'll always answer emails eventually. And we're here for the support if anybody does need and wants to. We've had a couple of people that we don't know that have listened and wrote their stories down in an email, in a letter, whatever, and sent it to us. And that is amazingly helpful for us in terms of people that either want to come on immediately or will want to come on it's sort of in due course, because we then get to know you a little bit more before we do the interview. So some people find that therapeutic as well, writing things down. So even if you just want to pen a letter to us, an email, anything, we're here and we will read and we will respond. And if you're associated with any of the charities that were mentioned, and it's a long list of the charities that we've reached out to, but if you're involved in a particular group or charity and you're interested in getting involved with us, we're always open to speak to new people and support anybody that needs it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right, well, is that one then?
I think so. That wrap on episode 18.
18, yeah. And the next episode, like we said, we're going to touch upon ourselves again.
Just talk about ourselves all the time.
But where we're both at in our journeys and mental health and what support and stuff we're receiving or not receiving currently.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be interesting.
So tune in.
Yeah, and thank you for listening to this episode.
Yes, thank you very much.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.